Yo, listen up, let me tell you about a dude named Mark. Master of the cards, lighting up the dark. Tarot in his hands, he's the king of the spread. Oracle visions flowing straight from his head. He shuffles the deck with a mystical flair. Sees the past, present, future right there. The fool, the tower, he knows every sign. Dropping wisdom so deep, it's divine by design. Mark's got the gift, yeah, he's one of a kind. Reading souls like a book, blowing your mind. Crystal ball glowing, he's ahead of the game. Every prophecy he spits, they're calling his name. From the major arcana to the stars up above, he's dealing out truth with a whole lot of love. No question too big, no fate too unclear. Mark's the GOAT, best reader you'll hear. Mark, the tarot supreme. Living out the magic, living the dream. Oracle king, he's setting the tone. Greatest in the game, he's sitting on the throne. Pentacles, wands, he's flipping the script. Every card he pulls, man, it's a perfect fit. Clients line up just to hear what he say. Future in his hands, he's paving the way. So bow to the master, the seer, the guide. Mark's intuition never once lied. From the streets to the cosmos, he's holding the crown. Greatest tarot reader, hands down, no frown. Mark, the tarot supreme. Living out the magic, living the dream. Oracle king, he's setting the tone. Greatest in the game, he's sitting on the throne. In the temple. He's sitting on the throne. Greatest in the game, he's sitting on the throne.
Virgo, how we doing? Is everything working? Yes, everything's working. We're here with your tarot reading. Hit that thumbs up, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thumbs up, follow, subscribe, all those amazing things you do. Click, check the information down below in the comments. Leave a comment, please and thank you. We're going to start with Virgo, Spellcaster. This is what I felt the energy towards for you in July, is that you're kind of like the spellcaster that can make things when people do participate. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it and shuffle this up and see what we got for you. Alright, Virgo, here we go. Let's blow what we got here. Okay. You got the Six of Wands as like solution, answers, or highest message you can get. Six of Wands. If you're looking for an answer or why or what's going on or why you feel or whatever, you know, your answer, your question, your inquiry here, message from the highest high, the big picture, We got 6 of Wands for Virgo in July 2025 here. Six of Wands says, victory is won and honor is bestowed, a promotion, a rise in status, respect, success, dignity, touting one's own accomplishments, clout, authority, leadership, being respected, appreciated, and admired, being of social status or position of authority that sets one above criticisms, striving to build a good reputation, the confidence of a winner. Rewards are gained, a shallow or overly gained grand display or of mock respect. The emperor parades around in his birthday suit and no one seems to mind. So you can use this to bring success, honors, or promotions, or to increase your self-esteem and confidence. Be careful, you could reverse this to bring about an expose of a fraud or to represent a corrupt authority figure or an unfair system or of reward. So there could be some exposing of some corruption on if you find it or if you're a part of it. Be careful. Your subconscious here is the 7 of Cups. And it's in reverse. So connecting to the previous message, we have the 7 of Cups in reverse. An illusion is shattered. A more realistic outlook or game plan is gained. A wish is fulfilled but turns out to be unfulfilling, an abandoned dream. Striving to be less shallow, a resistance to fantasy and or temptation. A bad business venture leads to a reduction of wealth. Subconscious. This is a subconscious issue. This isn't necessarily what you're dealing with in the moment of July. What you're dealing with in the moment of July is a leap of faith with the Fool here. Alright, Virgo, we got Fool here. Let's pull it up. It's upright, so encapsulating the idea of spirit unencumbered by self-awareness or the needs and demands of the flesh. The Fool is truly the free spirit turned archetype. On a spiritual level, the Fool may represent letting go of the ego, living for the moment, or a full immersion into a more spiritual, less materialistic lifestyle. So you're taking a leap of faith into the spiritual unknown, Virgo. That's hard for you because you like to have the receipts and the analytical data to prove things. And leap of faith is not that. It can also signify a soul that is not yet or is no longer incarnate or represent pure energy that has not yet been directed into any particular channel or put to any particular use. The Fool is indifferent toward the material world and is prone to being a bit reckless. On the mundane level, this card can signal approaching danger, unexpected accidents, or trip up brought on by inexperience or foolish, risky behavior. We talked about the Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde in the astrology report. So if you want to head over to the astrology report on my Rumble account, rumble.com at THOTHMARK.com or at THOTHMARK. Rumble.com at THOTHMARK. Yeah, if you go over there, you'll get the astrology report if you want it. However, sometimes it's very necessary and beneficial to take big, bold, foolish chances, and if surrounding cards indicate a positive outcome, the Fool could be trying to urge you to go for it and take the plunge. We don't always know where the steps will lead, but we must keep on walking just the same. The free spirit, letting go of the ego, living in the moment, the bliss of ignorance, taking a risk. A need to watch where one is going. Foolish behavior, addiction, or excessive intoxication is leading to trouble. Mental or emotional disorders, playing the fool, genuine foolishness, and naivety. Renouncing the material world in favor of more spiritual lifestyle. Good for use in magic or move past worry or doubt to clear your head before or after rituals. To let go of attachments to increase one's boldness or to bring cheer and lightheartedness. Okay, next. What you're dealing with, your environment we have no control over, is the 10 of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Are the swords being pulled out of your back? Is this why you're taking a leap of faith? In reverse, it's danger and disaster will be averted only if caution is exercised and changes are made immediately, outwitting one's foes to escape defeat. Guilt over one's own unsavory actions, having an ethical or moral aversion. Narrowly escaping disaster, risky behaviors must be curbed. Unsavory alliances must be broken. An attempt to seek revenge will bring disaster and should be abandoned. A temporary triumph in a situation that should be avoided altogether. So the fool doesn't get revenge; he takes his leap of faith. So that's what it is. Okay, so you're not trying to get you're letting go of the swords and stabbing someone in the back, or dealing with the back stabbing you of your own, or being back stabbed in the back yourself, or the wolves trying to feed on your carcass. Right, that's being healed, and you're walking away from that never-ending chaos energy. So you're projecting outwardly this understanding with the Wheel of Fortune here, it looks like, with your right hand, or your predominant hand, whatever that may be. It says, to Wheel of Fortune, you're projecting outwardly as representing the ever-turning wheel of fate and the ceaseless cycle of creation and destruction, rising and falling. The Wheel of Fortune is the monkey wrench of the tarot. Whenever life is going smoothly, you know that a gray cloud will soon follow, and likewise when things aren't going your way, you know that the only place to go from the bottom is back up to the top. Whatever plans and schemes and dreams us humans lay out for ourselves, we are all at the mercy of the whims of fate and fortune. Destiny cards, essentially. If you're interested, I can read your destiny cards. I know how to do it. Whatever plans and schemes and dreams as humans lay out for ourselves, we are already at the mercy. Okay. Bad things happen to good people, and good things happen to bad people, and vice versa. And the Wheel of Fortune is a reminder that nature is impersonal. Your destiny may fall, but it will also rise again, and this card is often an indication that your fortunes will soon start improving. So we have a meaning here for you. The divination or divinatory meaning is a matter of chance, good luck, success, opportunity, fate, and fortune unite, a crossroads in life, a major decision, a spiritual cycle, an unexpected bit of good fortune, the natural ups and downs of exercise or existence, a surprising circumstance. Unseen factors play a major role. Magical uses adds powers to most spells and is excellent for bringing good luck, success, and opportunity. It can also be used to manifest a change of fortune or circumstance, or to represent a cycle or a twist of fate. So that's what you're doing. You're projecting outwardly that you're trying to do this, or you're manifesting this, or you're doing the divination, spiritual, or spellcraft, or whatever it is. Whatever it is you believe in the craft, and whether you go to church every Sunday and you eat the bread or whatever, you know what I mean? And those are rituals. People wake up. All right, Virgo, next up, what you're going to pull towards you with your left hand is this month for July is the Six of Swords. Six of Swords, 4, 5, 6 of Swords. And it's upright, passes through a difficult trial, carrying a burden, moving on, but retaining grief and pain, steady, drudging progress, being held back or burdened by circumstance or other people. This is what's coming towards you. Inconveniencing oneself in order to assist a friend, pulling more than your own weight. Venus is going retrograde, so a necessary spiritual trial, a trip is made with difficulty and delay, progress in spite of peril, holding on to past pains and need for help, a reliance on the power of others, a sacrifice is made in order to gain something greatly loved, crossing over a spiritual journey, unresolved emotional issues, a weighing the current down, and past traumas must be processed if they are to move forward. So you're on the healing boat ride, healing journey with your ferryman, or whoever that may be. Your boat guy. Can you do greener pastures per se, or with the wisdom here and within the box she's got, looking up to the heavens with closed eyes, doing the meditation, doing the inner work. So this is you, Virgo, and Venus retrograde coming in August. It starts at the end of July here coming up. Mercury retrograde. So it's a little bit of you're following the universe, maybe. That's why I got the Cosmic Tarot next. We're gonna remember the astrology report. Totally, I read it and I did the video and I was like, Cosmic Tarot and the Spellcaster's Tarot is Virgo. So we're going to shuffle up Cosmic Tarot next and get into what's crossing your energies and your placements right now. All right, Virgo, here we go. We got the Cosmic Tarot shuffled up. Let's see what we get. Okay. All right, here we go. We got the Nine of Cups starting off. Either some divine, masculine, feminine, balance, harmony, enlightenment. Could be with a lover. It doesn't necessarily have to do with gender. It just has to do with the energy of positive, negative energies, male, masculine, female. Because when you make a really strong connection, or you get something connected, there's a positive and a negative where they connect and make the strong connection. So essentially, that's what they're talking about here. The highest message to go with the Six of Wands and the praising, or the figuring out the corruption and clearing the air, and stop living in the storms and the nightmares that come randomly. So the connecting to the subconscious, Seven of Cups. Crossing that, we have the Two of Wands upright. So you're at a crossroads in your development of the self, in your mind, and who you are, in the soul, leading into the climax here over the next, 150 years roughly, of the soul development going forward. I don't know what you believe in, but essentially that's what's going on. In the moment here with the full crossing, you have the King of Swords upright. So what it is, Virgo, is you're being concise and clear-headed and following the faith of the universe and the cosmos and your place and the connections. And it's kind of like how you've been able to survive and thrive, essentially. You do have the Queen of Wands in reverse crossing you. This may be somebody else opposing you, or forces that oppose you here with the backstabbing maybe, or the corruptions of the Karens or the Kins or whatever it is. They then, or whatever the problem is, the forces that you don't like that are opposing you or causing issues, you're not worried about that. Even though the Queen of Wands here wants to corrupt and oppose things going on, you are projecting out the Prince of Cups in reverse with crossing your right hand with the Wheel of Fortune. It may be over here with the Queen. This might be a duo or a group or connections, a side or whatever that's opposing you. And crossing your Wheel of Fortune, maybe not wanting you to get your blessings here, what's coming towards you with the Six of Swords. The Chariot in reverse, it's a slow progress. It's going to be a while. You got a lot to do, a lot of emotional healing and balancing of them, what's right, the morals, and what's wrong, and stop sacrificing them for abundance, and live in the abundance, and know that you don't need to sacrifice for abundance, and just provide that most high, greatest version of the self and illumination, or whatever you believe. You know what I mean? Like the strongest frequency resonance that strengthens humanity as a whole and doesn't bring them down and sees them as a problem. We're working on making it a better world for all, and there's solutions in diversity, and there's solutions in those who want to do the healing deep inside their genetics and our ancestry. So Virgo, you're playing an integral part of this, of the market and the contracts or the alignments of the people working things out or figuring things out. You tend to be in the middle, but that's also where you thrive and you make a lot of money, or you can potentially do that if you're not. It seems like it's more of the same of you got a deal, but you're kind of like on the bright side of things, and you feel better, even though there's this crossing of the optimism or the oppression, the opposing forces, whatever that may be, however you feel. We're all working towards the 150-year alignment of a better future. 7 generations going forward, essentially. Virgo, you understand the values and the systems and what's important. So let's go forward. Hit that thumbs up, like, subscribe, amazing things you do. Follow me on Rumble. We'll see you on the next one, Virgo. We're going to move over to the Seidel Mind and Soul chart. If you want to go check out the Seidel Virgo chart and the Oracle reading, that's coming up next. We'll see you there. Peace.